Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of law systems. It's easy to think about the law as this kind of monolithic thing, this set of rules that's handed down from on high. But in reality, legal systems are incredibly diverse, reflecting the unique histories, cultures, and values of societies around the world. Ever wondered how different countries govern their people? How do they decide what's right and wrong? What happens when someone breaks these rules? Well, you're in luck, because over the course of this video, that's exactly what we're going to unpack. Let's find out. Let's start with one of the most widespread legal systems globally: civil law. Imagine ancient Rome, gladiators, chariots, togas, and a comprehensive legal code. That's where civil law traces its roots. The Roman Empire's grand legal experiment, the Corpus Juris Civili, became a foundation for legal systems across Europe and beyond. Civil law is all about codified law. Big, beautiful books filled with detailed written laws that cover everything. Think of it like a giant instruction manual for society. Judges don't have much wiggle room. They're bound by what lawmakers wrote. Judges act more like detectives, gathering evidence to fit the case into the legal framework. This is different from what you might see in a courtroom drama. In civil law systems, precedent isn't as big of a deal. Judges primarily look at the codified law as their guide. Even within civil law, there are variations. France, Germany, Japan, and others have distinct legal traditions. But the emphasis on comprehensive legal codes remains a defining feature. The influence of civil law extends far beyond Europe. Latin America, large parts of Africa, and parts of Asia have all been shaped by civil law principles. All right, let's switch gears and talk about another major player in the legal world: common law. Common law enthusiasts are all about judge-made law. Yes, you heard that right, judge-made law. Legal expert. Common law emerged in England, evolving over centuries of judicial decisions. It's all about building a body of law based on precedent past rulings by judges. Think of it like a legal game of telephone where each decision whispers guidance to the next. Imagine you're a judge in a common law system, faced with a tricky legal dilemma. You're not just flipping through a giant law book, you're looking back at how previous judges tackled similar cases. Legal expert as legal expert. This reliance on precedent, known as stare decisis, is a cornerstone of common law. It's all about consistency and predictability in the legal system. The idea is that if a similar case has been decided before, it should be decided the same way again. Now, this doesn't mean common law is stuck in the past. Legislatures can and do pass new laws that modify common law principles. But the influence of precedent remains strong, creating a dynamic interplay between judicial decisions and legislative action. Legal expert as legal expert. Common law has had a pretty impressive run. From its origins in England, it spread throughout the British Empire, leaving its mark on the legal systems of countries like the United States, Canada, Australia, and India. Critics argue that it can be a bit rigid and slow to adapt to changing societal norms. But hey, no legal system is perfect, right? So far, we've explored legal systems with roots in ancient Rome and England. But what happens when law is intertwined with faith? Enter the world of religious law, where sacred texts and divine principles form the bedrock of the legal system. Religious law systems draw their authority from religious teachings, often considering the law to be a manifestation of God's will or a path to spiritual enlightenment. International lawyer. These laws aren't just about worldly matters. They're deeply connected to the spiritual and moral fabric of the society they govern. One of the most well-known examples of religious law is Islamic law, also known as Sharia. Derived from the Quran, the Hadith, and Islamic jurisprudence, Sharia encompasses a wide range of aspects of Muslim life. From prayer and fasting to family matters, finance, and even criminal justice, Sharia offers a comprehensive framework for living in accordance with Islamic principles. But hold on, because it's crucial to remember that the interpretation and application of Sharia can vary significantly across different Muslim communities and schools of thought. There's no one-size-fits-all approach here. Beyond Islamic law, other examples of religious legal systems include Hindu law, with its roots in ancient Hindu scriptures, and canon law, the legal system governing the Catholic Church. International lawyer. Now, the relationship between religious law and secular law can be complex, and in some cases a bit fraught. In some countries, religious law might govern personal matters like marriage and inheritance, while secular law handles things like criminal justice and contract disputes. In other cases, religious law might hold a more prominent role, influencing the legal landscape in a broader sense. The key takeaway here is that religious law systems represent a fascinating intersection of faith, morality, and governance, shaping the lives of billions of people around the world. Understanding their principles and influence is key to grasping the diversity of legal thought. Okay, picture this. A legal system that's been passed down through generations, evolving organically from the customs and traditions of a particular community. No dusty law books, no grand pronouncements from on high. This, my friends, is the world of customary law. Civil rights activist. Customary law is all about those unwritten rules, those practices and beliefs that have been accepted and followed for so long that they hold the weight of law. It's the kind of law that's deeply embedded in the social fabric of a community, often reflecting its values, history, and relationship with the land. Think about indigenous communities around the world, from the Inuit people of the Arctic to the Aboriginal Australians and Native American tribes. Their legal systems often rely heavily on customary law, with elders playing a crucial role in interpreting and applying these long-held traditions. These customs might govern everything from land use and resource management to dispute resolution and social behavior. Now you might be thinking, hold on, unwritten rules, how does that even work? Well, in customary law systems, the lines between law, morality and social norms can be pretty blurry. It's not always about strict punishments or legal battles. Instead, the focus is often on restoring harmony, maintaining social order and upholding the values of the community. Civil rights activist. But here's the catch: customary law often exists alongside other legal systems, particularly in countries that have undergone colonization or rapid modernization. This can create some interesting challenges, as traditional practices might clash with codified laws or the demands of a changing world. And it's important to remember that customary law isn't static. As societies evolve, so too do their customs. New challenges arise, new technologies emerge, and customary law adapts, often incorporating these changes while still holding on to its core principles. So far, we've explored a variety of legal systems, each with its own unique characteristics and historical roots. But in the real world, things aren't always so clear-cut. Legal systems don't exist in isolation. They bump into each other, borrow ideas, and sometimes even blend together to create fascinating hybrid systems. Student hybrid legal systems are like legal cocktails, combining elements of different legal traditions to create a unique blend that reflects the specific historical, cultural, and social context of a country. Think of it like taking the best, or at least the most interesting parts of different legal recipes, and whipping up something new. One prime example of a hybrid system is found in India, a country with a legal landscape as diverse as its population. India's legal system is a fascinating mix of common law, inherited from the British colonial period, and Hindu, Islamic and customary laws that predate colonial rule. This means that depending on the nature of the case, Indian courts might draw upon principles from different legal traditions to reach a decision. Student. But India is not alone in this legal melting pot. South Africa, with its blend of Roman Dutch civil law, English common law and customary law, also boasts a hybrid system. And then there's Louisiana, the Bayou state of the United States, which stands out for its unique civil law system rooted in French and Spanish colonial influences. Navigating these hybrid systems can be a bit like walking a legal tightrope. Lawyers and judges need to be well versed in multiple legal traditions, carefully considering which principles apply in a given situation. It's a delicate balancing act that requires a deep understanding of both the historical context and the current legal landscape. Student, and here's the thing about hybrid systems. They're not just about blending legal rules. They often reflect a deeper mixing of cultures, values, and historical experiences. They're a testament to the fluidity of legal thought and the ongoing evolution of how societies choose to govern themselves. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more insightful content. We just scratched the surface of these fascinating legal systems. There's so much more to discover, from the nuances of legal traditions to the challenges of maintaining justice in a diverse world. See you next time.